welcome to Twitch Monster 27 and 105 The Drive on the YouTube side for the broadcast of the Qualifier Track Revelation segment as we prepare for the Qualifier. This is where the Cup drivers that did not make it in last season have an opportunity to race their way in to a relative lock-in position this season. But they're going to face some challenges. First off, they don't know what track is coming. So, how do you prepare? It could be any track of the 30 tracks listed on the circuit. Any one of these tracks could be the qualifier track. Also, a lot of veteran drivers returning. A lot of some rookies coming in, some pro drivers coming in. It's going to be very, very interesting. And you're going to see it right here live. We still have a few minutes as it is scheduled to start at 5 p.m. The track will be revealed at 4:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 4:55. So until then, you're going to we're going to be here chatting with some guys and everything, and we hope that you enjoy the broadcast. Again, if you like this broadcast, please give a thumbs up and hit that like button and even that subscribe button, and that way you don't miss any of the action that is upcoming. Also, the Twitch channel chat is live, so be sure to check that out if you want to leave me a message up here, and I will be more than happy to entertain that message. All right, so let's go through real quick a list, first of all, of the drivers that will be in the qualifier. Dunkerwiz, Wool Tortoise, Pennzoil Racer, Terrier Griffin, JPS, Beloved Car, Dale Jr., Slothy or Back in Black, Spheric Rope, Annihilator, Josh the Game, Mixer JV3 Ice, and Speed B. So far, Dawson was scheduled to be in as well, but had a family emergency come up. We wish him nothing but the best. Whenever you hear family emergency, dealing with the time period that we're living in right now with this pandemic and everything, that's the first thing that kind of comes to your mind is I hope it's not anything related to the pandemic. So we wish Dawson and his family the best. We hope that everything works out for him. All right, so that you have a list of the guys that are in. That makes 13 right now. So that means that 10 out of the 13 are going to advance. The last 3 will start off hot seats and will have to try to race their way into Daytona. Now let's kind of paint a picture of what this means for these guys that are qualifying. Here's what this means. In the qualifier race, the top 10 advance to a relative lock-in position. Here's what that means. You lock in by advancing through the top 10. However, you can become a hot seat by not having a sufficient enough points and being overcome by a driver that is in the hot seat position. So the drivers that don't make it in through the top 10 through this race here still have an opportunity to get themselves into the series. And the drivers that made it in through the top 10 are not guaranteed that lock-in position if they race poorly. So it is very, very important, really, for these guys. Their season starts now. Now, for the guys with absolute lock-in positions, which are the guys that are remaining out of the top 6 from last season, that would be myself, Sam Cook. That would be Paintbrush. That would be Dopey Lion. Those guys have an absolute lock-in position. They could miss every race this season and show up on the last race. They're guaranteed to run. But it also means that next season they wouldn't have a lock-in position. But for this season, they're guaranteed the opportunity to run. So, it means a lot for these guys with this relative lock-in position. Their season starts now. We can continue with a little break, even in the 500. If for some reason we wreck out of the qualifying for the 500, then that means that we'll still be in the 500. We'll just be somewhere in the back of the pack. But for these guys with a relative lock-in position, if they wreck out of the 500 and someone in that hot seat position overtakes them, then they will miss the 500, and then we'll have to try and get those points back at Talladega. All right, so just real quick, some announcements. We understand that after the Daytona 500 for KMR, which will happen on June the 28th, after that, of course, will be July 4th weekend. There will not be any KMR activity the July 4th weekend for any of the lower 3 series. So we want to make that clear. Also, if you are listening and you want to join KMR, you must come through the Truck Series. Open signups right now. There is a group post open. Please sign into that group post. Provide the number that you want to run, and please have a backup number in mind in case it is taken. That way, you will have an opportunity to run and get your KMR league career going. So we hope everyone enjoys this broadcast. Let's get some interviews real quick. Let's see if we can interview some drivers real quick as we get started. I think the first driver I have in mind is here. We're gonna interview this longtime veteran who just so happens not to be appearing online, rather. Remember KMR rules, you have to there we go. Be sure to include your audio. Driver of some Hendrick Motorsports car. Did you decide what number you were running?
I'm going to take the 24 out today.
24. There we go. That's always a good choice, I reckon. The 24 HMS Chevrolet for this season. Spirit Rope. Welcome in, bud.
Where we going?
Don't know yet. We will know at we will know. It will be revealed at 4:55. But we just want to get your take. How you feeling? What's going through your mind right now?
I just hope it's not a short track. I'm really hoping either for Kentucky or an oval. It's not Pensacola. Because that track is always rough. You know that as well as anyone else here.
Yes, I know full well.
Yeah.
So what do you think it's gonna be like back in KMR?
I mean, it's gonna be a good time. Hopefully I don't accidentally just disconnect from the game trying to record a game clip.
That'd be bad too. Yeah, we don't want any of that. So this season you're running double duty. You're gonna run the CMR Chevrolet over there and the 27 over there and CMR in the X Series. Do you think running double duty, especially with the schedule for the X Series, almost a mirror of what's going to be in the Cup Series, do you think that's going to help you prepare for Cup a little bit more?
Definitely. It's, if nothing else, it's extra laps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Well, we want to try to interview as many as possible, so we'll get you out of here on this one, man, and we appreciate you coming up here, and we wish you the best in the qualifier.
Yeah, hopefully I can actually do well today. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully so. All right. That was driver of the 24 HMS Chevrolet, longtime veteran Spirit Rope, trying to make his return back to KMR after a long absence. Let's talk to someone else that's getting an opportunity here. He was in the chat, and let's see if we can get him in here. There he is. Be sure to include your audio, buddy. We're talking to Mixer Ice. Some people may know him as Ice Fighter, getting an opportunity because of his Cup experience to rejoin the Cup Series. What number, first of all, did you decide to run so that I can pull it up on the screen? He hasn't thought about it. Well,
just go with number 15. Why not?
All right, the number 15.
Or 22.
All right. Well, I mean, you're the one that want to run the. Oh, that's a created car. That's a custom car. Custom 15.
Yeah, unless 22 is taken, I'll have to go 15.
Don't I
reason.
do not believe the 22 is taken. I haven't heard any news that the 22 is taken. Do you want the 22?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, then driver of the 22 now. All right, man. Getting this opportunity to return, we'll just briefly interview you. First of all, how are you feeling? You hadn't died of a heart attack yet, right?
No, I haven't. No, not yet. Just little butterflies. Feels good. I'll be able to come back and just come back and race with the big dogs.
Yeah, man. So what do you think a big difference is going to be? Obviously, you raced a little bit last season in the X Series. We saw you in the trucks. We saw you in the X Series. What was the biggest difference you noticed compared to the old N14 and N15 days and then this?
Well, I can tell you one thing is the competition. It's gotten top dog. Everyone's competing for a spot on any team. Everyone's competing for a spot to be in Cup. Everyone's competing for a spot. Everyone wants to be in that number one spot. And I can tell you one thing that every driver that has come into 15 and 14, it seemed kind of easy. Now it's kind of getting bigger and better. Now it's kind of hard. Games changing, drivers are changing. Everyone's just they want to be on. They want to be in the Cup Series. So I can just tell you one thing: the competition is getting very harder, and it's not easy to get into a spot. You have to work your way up.
Yeah, definitely. So if you're able to get yourself in, man, which is the goal here, how do you think you're gonna do? What do you think your performance is gonna look like?
Well, I mean, between me and you, first year, I know people like to, they're like first year, gotta make a good impression, sell them a good driver, but for the first couple of weeks where I might lay low. Stick around mid-pack. I'll try and go for wins, but I might just, stay around mid-pack and maybe just figure out how everyone's doing. And then towards, since everything's come out to chase more, get my, aggression up maybe a little bit more, either each week or by a couple weeks, So I want to make a good first impression and then, let people, just come out of nowhere. Man, he's actually, he's fast. He's just not showing it yet,
Yeah, definitely. A good way to make a return, too. Let people see that you have the talent to be in the league before you try to go and get that championship. So we wish you nothing but the best, man, and we hope to see you out there. We're going to try to interview one or two more people before it's time to reveal the qualifier track. So it's good to see you back. Remember to be appearing online when it's time to send those invites out.
Yes, sir.
All right, that was driver of now the 22. JV3 Mixture Ice. We know he ran the 22 in the X Series, but he will not be running that car this time. It has been taken. But in any case, you heard it right there. He's excited about what's gonna take place here in the qualifier real soon, and as the pot is mixing up for what will be the race here. We're gonna try and interview a couple more people. Let's see if we can get a word for some people. Let's see if we can get someone who's been away for a while. See if we can get him in here. And while we talk that, we'll see if we can get driver of the number 48, Speed B, in here. See if he'll have a word or two with us. And everything. So we'll take a moment, see if we can get him in here. And if not, as we want to try and get as many people as possible. I know someone who would really love to be in here. Let's invite this guy. Making a huge return to the 21 this season. JPS, be sure to include your audio, bud. Getting really close to the revelation of the qualifier track. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very confident.
Yet another season.
Feeling very confident. Back in the 21. Gonna try to get that. Try to go for that championship, man. 21 is my lucky charm. So every time I feel in that 21, I feel the need. So everyone, that 21's coming back, and I feel like I have hope. I have charismatic on my side. And I'm gonna be very charismatic in this race. God bless America. I'm on it. I'm ready.
All right. Honestly, today I was looking back at some old KMR videos, and I was looking back at a Daytona qualifying dash race with you in it, and you did really, really well in that 21 car. So you have had some success in there. What is your overall expectations coming into this season?
I feel like with me being back at the 21, I feel like I'm going to get some wins. But I feel like my luck charm in the 11 was kind of like bad. I was close to a couple wins in the 11, but not where I could have. My expectation for the 11 was kind of like shot down when that happened. But now, since I'm a single car team, I'm officiated with stuff. I can focus. Focus. I don't have to worry about I get an order and stuff. I will. I can. I am determined to get through the destruction. I feel like I can do it. I feel like I just gotta focus and give myself a confidence to where I can get this 21 back to the line where it belongs. And this 21 has been my best luck because I've won 2 races in it. In one of my seasons, I won the Daytona 500 with it. I won the Talladega race with it. So I feel like going back to the 21 was the best option for me. I'm so good I did. I feel very confident coming into the qualifier, and I feel like I'm going to be a speeding bullet. I feel like I'm going to stop for the field. I feel like I can do this. I believe in myself, and hopefully my fans can believe me too. On GPS 8730, if I'm going down, if I'm going down, I'm going down swinging. So this will be my season, and hopefully I can get more than 2 wins. That's my goal. I'm even going to that championship. That championship is I can hopefully go for it. There's a lot of competition this season. Dobie, Zach, you. I know I have to fight my way through it all, but I feel like I can do it. I feel like I can push through the stress. I can feel like I can push through the barriers, and I can break those barriers, and I feel like I can get to the top where you guys are. And I feel hopefully this will be my season to where I can prove that I am not just like the Ricky Santos of the league. I feel like I can win more than just to win at restrictor plates. Because my first win was at Richmond. I dominated most of the race. That was my rookie season, and ever since then, I've just been like the quiet driver. I feel like I want to. This will be my breakout season. I feel like I need to give out more than I bargained for. I feel like I need to give out everyone's expectation. I feel like I need to show everyone that I can be a top driver, and that's just my opinion. I know people might not agree, but that's just me, and I'm ready for this qualifier. I'm ready to kick it.
All right, man. Well, we wish you the best out there. We're gonna try to interview a couple more drivers before it's time to reveal the race. So by all means, man, we wish you the best. We'll keep our eye on you.
Thank you.
Driver of the 21. No problem, but it was driver of the 21. Let's see if we can wedge in a couple more interviews here before the revelation of this race. Let's see who we can get in here. Someone that's not so long-winded. I want to see if we can get in. Let's see if we can get in. So we can get this guy in. I don't know where he's going to be running. I'll go to the car he ran last, see if we can get him in real quick. He ran the 38. We'll just see if he decides to pop in for a second or whether he's going to remain MIA. What was he? 38? I want to say it was a 38. 36. I don't remember what car. I believe it was a 38 last season, if I'm not mistaken. We'll give him a second or two. Let's talk to a longtime vet that's going to try and make his return today. Hopefully he remembered. I sent out messages. There he is. We'll see if we can get this guy a ring. See how, see if he is going to run with us as well. As the race is really close to being revealed here. And see, a lot of these guys are hoping, okay, they're hoping very much that they don't have to run the qualifier race. You know, that'll be the hope of a lot of these guys. Hey, let's hope that not enough people are here and we do not have to run this race. We don't have to worry about this race. For some, they're like, hey, I really want to run this race. I really want to be a part of it. There's a chance that we may not run it. There's a chance that we may run it. We'll just have to see. We're getting really close to the time to reveal that. We'll see if we can try and get one more interview in here. And if not, that's fine. We'll reveal the race and then get everybody loaded in and see if we have enough to run it. If we don't, then guess what? Everyone advances and we don't have to run the qualifier. I'll get numbers and we see each other next week. So we'll just see how everything turns out. And as you can hear, or as you have heard, a lot of drivers are looking forward to this race and hoping in a way we don't have to run it. 1 minute to the revelation of the qualifier race. 1 minute to the revelation of the qualifier race. And so it doesn't look like we'll get any more interviews in before we reveal what the qualifier race is going to be. Just imagine in your mind balls floating around in a cage with the name of the track on each one, just like they do it in basketball. And again, it's being chosen randomly by computer. And we're shuffling that list up as we speak. 1 minute till. It is time to reveal the qualifier race. The qualifier race will be Atlanta. Atlanta will be the qualifying race for this season's KMR qualifier for season 41. I know a lot of people are like, I'm hoping it's not a road course. It isn't. It is Atlanta. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you will see if we run. I can think of quite a few people that are like, yes. So this is where we'll be for this qualifier race. It's a 1.5 mile racetrack. Very slick, very worn out surface, fast speeds. It's going to be Atlanta. It's going to be a show. So the next time we pop up, we will be, I was getting it in the chat. Next time you'll see me go live, it'll be for the qualifier, or it will be 1 or 2 more interviews about preparation for Daytona. So we'll catch you on the flip side. This is KMR out.